September 24th, 9:04 a.m. This truck had been sitting right here for a couple minutes. I was able to grab my phone and start videoing. I also took a single picture, but previous to him doing this, he had driven up the right-of-way, parked right by the telephone pole, and was looking straight into the trailer. He drove up a little bit, backed up, drove up a little bit again, and then he backed down. He went up the road, turned around, and came back. And at this time, Sammy walked right across the property. Who owns this truck, and why is it that nobody wants to admit to who owns this truck? The following day, one of the dogs got run over. And I don't know if he made it or not because I never heard, and it got hush-hush. The day after, the other dog got run over, and the state police were there, took a report, called Sammy, and told him that he was sorry about his dog being run over. Well, nothing ever came of that either that I'm aware of. That same weekend, my cat went missing on September 26th. My cat doesn't go out of my sight. He stays where he can see me. He was gone for 2 nights, reported. And Sammy went a little ballistic. Yes, he did. But he had every right to, because he's been haunted, taunted, and terrorized just like myself. I tried to calm him down. When he found out my cat was missing, he got irate, and he told everybody they better find him, and they better stop, and they better be telling who did this, who did that, and they need to leave the property. Well, lo and behold, it wasn't about a couple minutes later, here comes my cat, just meowing and purring, and ran right over to me. Seemingly, his body temperature was warm, his fur was warm, and he was filled with fucking fleas. So who took my cat? Which was just recently before the fire. Mind you, I had hand-delivered to the town of Lancaster an intent to lawsuit.
Right? You got the paperwork, so you acknowledge the lawsuit, right? Thank you.
Also reported during that time was my stalker husband that was making videos characterizing me, defaming me, stalking me, harassing, and terrorizing. Also pertaining to that report was about the same person, potentially and allegedly, that's been tormenting the Stones by embezzling money, telling them that they need to send them this much money and that much money. Never met the person, but claiming that he's an attorney out of Concord, New Hampshire, always too busy in the courtroom to do video chat, but they keep on sending money, and that money actually was Sammy's, and he was a little upset about it. So when he brought that to attention, and Wendy was telling the guy on the other end of the phone, this guy that she thinks she's marrying, calling him an attorney from Concord, New Hampshire area, that she keeps on sending money through a third party named Charlie. And Charlie, Sammy took me to a place and said that's where they meet him. And seemingly enough, Charlie used to have long hair, but so didn't the Charlie from the Village Motel. And that would be perhaps, maybe, and allegedly the same Charlie, if that's even his name, that's been a third party to the embezzlement and all the illegal activity. Now, mind you, the same Charlie that I just said about and they were telling me about is the same guy that's refusing to give me my trailer, my camper, that is, now that there's a house fire. And he was demanding and was very persistent that I go get my trailer just before the house fire took place. So again, I'm telling you people, there's a lot of conspired organized crime, money laundering that's taken place. And I contacted Stephanie at DHHS in New Hampshire through the Berlin office, and they said that they didn't have enough to be concerned about, apparently, so they never did a follow-up. And that was just a week before the home got burned down. Sammy got arrested, and I left town. So with that being said, you are all involved in what happened and what's happening with me and Sammy. And mind you, me and Sammy are family. Thank you.